Welcome to the first Strategical Saturdays. This series is Civ 6, A through Z, every civilization, every leader, all the way through. Just, 1 to 4 episodes. And we're kicking things off with Abraham Lincoln leading America. Lincoln's America is a production powerhouse built for domination. His Emancipation Proclamation ties industry to loyalty. The P-51 Mustang rules the skies, and the film studio makes the late game culture unstoppable. Pair that with America's founding fathers' abilities, you've got a Civ that snowballs harder the longer the game goes. Historically, Lincoln led the United States through the American Civil War, signed the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, and oversaw the building of the first transcontinental railroad. Perfect parallels to Civ's focus on freedom, industry, and unity. So today's strategy: crank out production, build an unstoppable war machine, and see if Lincoln can shape the world in America's image. Let's get started.
A civil.
Well, let's look around briefly. There's cow and 2 storm quarries and elephants, and there's mountains with hills. What is grassland? Now, if I have it, so that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if we sell here, that would, 1 production. What about you? That's just 2 food. So we want to sell here. This is a near. There is Nova Raputa. Okay, that sounds interesting. And Nina is where the United States of America is. Would it not be the United States of Nina? Found that right there. And let's just...
This river has floodplains.
The Rio Grande. Oh, that's the river in Texas and Mexico. And then Kansas. Okay. So we need to prioritize industry. So what we need is we're gonna need a scout, a slinger, and a builder. Then we'll just do a monument for the culture. And for our science, we're gonna need mining first. So we'll do choose research, and then we're gonna want to get to apprenticeship as fast as possible. And we don't need anything. We are gonna need... What do we need? Animal husbandry. Yeah, we're gonna need animal husbandry. And it's already on there, good. Civics tree. We're gonna need... I forget what it was, I think... Let's just go for craftsmanship. We are gonna need all that, okay. Then we should be good for now.
I have filled a water bag from my people and gone to the desert, and walked empty wastes while the wolf howled, like a gambler whose family starves.
Sahara Al-Beda. The resources around like this natural wonder gives one science, one culture, 4 gold per tile for each of the full 4 tiles. Potential strategy angles. A city near Sahara Al-Beda might leverage culture slash science yields to race ahead in tech or culture policies. Gold yield can help with early units or trade. Natural wonder may grant appeal or affect adjacency bonuses, so planning a city placement accordingly will help. Ooh, that's not good. Well, it is an honor to meet you, and we would love to sample some of your hospitality. That is not good. And to the northeast, we got Montezuma of the Aztecs. And Civ 6, he's a domination powerhouse. Luxuries equal power. And if you got more or fewer amenities than him, he's probably coming for you. And historically, that's actually accurate. The Aztecs ran their empire on tribute of luxury goods, jade, feathers, cocoa beans, etc. Montezuma II himself ruled when the Spanish showed up, and the empire collapsed just a couple years later. By the time Abraham Lincoln was president, the Aztecs have been gone for centuries, but in Civ, they're still one of the most scariest neighbors you can get early game. Aztec Scout. Gifts, amazing chocolates. Your delegations most welcome, Monty. Even though I secretly have a fear of what you can do. If you lose your scout to some barbs,
If there are no dogs,
I'm gonna be left. Oh, there's horses this way, so we do need to go this way. I'm thinking on the Aztecs have found that river first. I'm thinking we're gonna need, even though we're not a cavalry domination base, there's this resource right here. Oh, and there's one right there, so never mind. Which is not exactly good at all for us. We don't need a trader yet. We do need a warrior and a slinger. 2 slingers, and then we'll do a seller. Because we do need to expand, and then we need a granary. See what I mean? He's mad because we have more stuff than he does. Modadishu. Move you there. Move you here. And what do we get from... So Mogadishu is a economy city-state. Despite Mogadishu's the economy city-state, not a production city-state, it still benefits us really well because we get that one diplomatic favor for every turn. And we get more gold and the more like market, lighthouse, bank, shipyard, etc. So we get pretty good, and we get 1 mercury on top of that. So let's see what other city-states are around here. A Milta, and Milta is a science civ because it's blue. But I'm not the first. I'm on. There's an unmet player he's already met. Melta's not bad for us, but the science will help for the, production tech, I guess, and the domination tech. We are gonna need that. Who is the unmet player? This way.
Sang gitar jata aku, ratuning
Indonesia.
kalawang pangraksaning Indonesia. Sintena ikang kumira, aku tanpa bisa lumrah aning dasaring samudra.
Oh, it's honored to meet you. I don't know what kampung is, or kapung. Kampung? Kapung? I don't know. But we would love to sample your hospitality. Our delegation brings oncom spore cakes. The red oncom needs ginger sauce, but the black is delicious alone. What are you talking about? But thank you. I don't know. So we just ran to Gitarja, leading Indonesia, in Civ 6. She's all about the seas. Faith turns into warships. Her kampongs make coastal resources crazy strong, and her jongs are some of the best mid-game naval units. Historically, Gitarja was a queen of the Majapahit Empire in the 14th century, ruling during its golden expansion across Southeast Asia. The Majapahit controlled trade routes, spices, and seas, so it makes perfect sense that in Civ 6, she's a powerhouse on water maps. So I found a barbarian camp, which explains why there were some barbarians where my archers are now, by the on the horse tile. I'm trying to farm promotions through the barbarians, but the barbarians kind of thankfully were dumb enough to move off of their camp, so now I'm just farming promotions with the archer. Well, that just worked out in our favor, stupid barbs. So now we have our second settler, and right here where the game suggests, that's where I ended up going because of the horse resources and the stone and that fissure tile, and there's also hills with a little bit more production tiles. Now the city by the rice and the horses and the copper, that was a good spot, but there's not that many production tiles, and the spot by the river towards Mogadishu, it's alright. It's just the appeal is in the negatives, and we don't want a negative appeal because we kind of want the loyalty to be a little bit up. So we went with the river spot. Monty might have stolen that village outside of Washington away, but thankfully my warriors are right here for the meteor shower, so we get a extra free unit. We're gonna need, yes, a point, and we're putting him in Washington. That's gonna be... We need to get right over here ASAP. The snow is above us. So we got a chariot from that meteor, and that would be helpful because I can get to our cellar really quickly. I kind of took a stupid risk by sending my cellar out on its own without protection, and there's a barbed scout right there. Now, later we'll also see Monty send over some eagle warriors and I think a slinger, maybe? Blocking the settler, making it having to go around that one mountain. Very stupid decision on my part. Thank you, Malta. Thank you. Yeah, Malta. Thank you for covering me on making a bad mistake. Promotion. Volley. Yeah, so I was right. It was an Eagle Warrior and a Slinger. Still not good because Monty does not like us because we have more stuff than he does. And with my settler on its own, it's extremely vulnerable to be taken, and then he gets another city while I have to go, make another settler and risk it. So, yeah, thankfully my chariot kind of got to my settler, and Monty's Eagle Warrior and Slinger walked away. That's a wrap for episode 1 of Abraham Lincoln's America. Washington is booming with production, and Monty is eyeing us from the northeast, as scary as that sounds, and Jitarja's faith is stirring in the distance. It's turn 40, and the foundation is set. Next time, we'll sell our second city, try to ramp up industry, and get ready for whatever the world throws at us. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss episode 2. The Rise of America is just beginning.